Hi, this is a quick review for the THUSTAR document webcam. I bought this for my daughter and her online tuition, and I've been really happy with it actually. Just a quick review. We've got some instructions here which are all in English. There's none of these multilingual instructions which I find a bit cumbersome to go through, so that I thought was good. You get a USB to USB-C cable, which is handy because on the Surface Pro that my daughter uses, she only has one USB slot, so this enables her to connect to the USB-C port when she wants to use her headset for the tuition. One thing I noticed, which isn't, I don't think, mentioned in the specifications, is but it comes with adjustable bolts here, which is that's comforting to know, because I have seen that when they do age, the mechanism can weaken and it can become quite floppy. So that's good in case it does become a little bit unstable over time. So that was a handy. Obviously, we've got all the adjustments at the top, and it can be flipped around and changed. This button here just enables you press that button to turn it on and adjust the brightness. It doesn't have a massive amount of brightness, but it does help a bit. I wouldn't really see a situation you wanting to use this in pitch black darkness. So I think that's probably sufficient, especially for close-ups. It does have, I'm not sure if this was mentioned in the specifications, but there is a minimum distance that this can be used from, which is here, which is about 4 inches, which is probably not the closest for macro sort of photography, but 4 inches is what, about 10 centimeters, so still pretty close, I would say, for something right at the table, or right on the surface. That's probably more than sufficient for close-ups. In terms of value for money, I mean, I thought this was amazing. This was by far the best value for money document webcam I saw, Visualiser I saw online. So I've been really pleased with that. It folds down. I've actually decided to keep the box because it doesn't come with a case, and given my daughter does move about with this thing a bit, it's handy to have the box, and it's a reasonably robust box. I'll just bring it across here. This is what you get. So yeah, and it fits in reasonably easily, so no problems of getting it back into the box if you do want to reuse it. In terms of how this would be set up, what you would probably want to do is this is one thing I've seen people do for sharing. You would probably open up Zoom, and at the same time have already the camera app on your device loaded and flipped so that it uses the document camera, and then from there you can obviously, needs to reconnect. Maybe I've got some technical problem there, apologies, but basically the idea is here that you share your screen with the camera app. Yeah, it's not working for some reason, but yeah, you would share your screen, and at the same time you could see you would see somebody's you'd see the face of the person you're talking to at the same time, so you're not I think that's kind of handy to still kind of see the person you're talking to and at the same time share the screen if you're using that kind of thing. The buttons at the top are actually quite, I like this. This is these are slightly indented, so you can feel when your finger is placed inside the button. That's really handy, so that when you are seated, you obviously can't see easily what button you're touching, and if you've set it up, in a particular way, and you don't want to adjust the position, then obviously you can just put your finger at the top, and then you know where your finger is just by moving it just by moving it up there. You can sense which button you're on, and then you can flip the camera. That's the brightness 1, up 2, and this is another flippy camera thing there. So those are, yeah, the two. There's a brightness adjuster, and then there's the ones which flip, rotate the image. Autofocus in the middle. Yeah, so handy to have the buttons in case you do need to manually adjust them. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it doesn't come. There may be some software. I haven't looked into it, but there may be some software. Let's have a quick look. That comes with the camera. I didn't see anything obvious within the documentation. Yeah, no, it comes with. Basically, it's just the camera, but I think there are other. There's sort of there are online applications you can use for using with these types of cameras, which allow you to take screenshots, or while you're sharing your screen, you can freeze an image and then annotate on top of it before carrying on. So for collaborative working with one of these cameras, I think maybe those applications might be handy, but for the purposes that I'm using it, which is online tuition, so far my daughter hasn't needed anything like that, and this has been more than sufficient. So there we go. That's about it. Thank you very much.
So this is the document camera. We're using it in the classroom. And look at that, it's so clear. And all you have to do, these are just easy easy to use. This is for if you want it brighter. And this is an autofocus. It's just easy. Easy peasy.
Mm.